10 series, we talked about walking. Some people have expressed concern about the injuries in walking, the physical discomfort. So we came up with 4 or 5 things to be mindful of as you journey into walking more regularly, and make sure you do it productively, but not have any type of concern of getting hurt or having knee pain. Because the knees are a very small joint, and we want to last for a lifetime. Okay. So I know you two were there, but can anybody think what are some red flags in doing meditation walking that can cause concern for the knees in general? Anybody? Well, you read it, so you're not. So what have?
They get stressed because they go too far forward in front of the toes, and that's putting too much pressure in them. So they should stay back into the post and the structure.
So going too forward, right, is usually mean you're going too low. So we talked about doing the walk, don't go that low. We're not in our 20s or 30s. Even if you were 20s and 30s, it's not a good idea anyway. Because over time, you're just putting more stress on it. And as you get into your 30s and 40s, you wonder why you have knee pain. So you don't want to go down low because we're not performing, we're not doing it in a certain way other than to let the energy flow. So doing it from a mid-frame to a high frame is okay. Meaning that as long as you're in a low quad stance and a high frame, you're okay. That was one. Well, what's another one? All right, now, keep it away.
Make sure that your foot is empty. I mean, your leg's empty before you put
the leg is empty. The leg is empty. So what that means is that as you deliver out and you go here, make sure you're full yang before you move this back leg. Okay? Just like the form. Because if you go right here, you deliver out, and you do this right away, you have energy here. When you have energy here, you're doing this, now you're causing strain. So make sure you deliver out, let the energy and gravity go. And as you sink, and this becomes free, now you can play with it. You can do whatever, you can wiggle it, come forward. Because it's free. It's empty. And you do that in the form, you do it in the walk too. So if I'm not going too low, we're having an empty leg, what's another concern?
Well, the knee is a hinge, just like the elbow is. So what you just did was, you said, if you come over too soon, and your knee went like this, which means you're putting sideways torque into it because you're allowing the spiral to come out of your knee instead of the spiral going through your knee. When the leg is empty, the spiral goes through the knee.
Correct.
So you're not torquing your knees sideways.
Correct, yeah. So again, same thing, it's empty. It just needs to be empty. So where we go from one side to another, just make sure it's empty. And that's why we go slow, so we can make sure we capture that detail. Now, remember something else I mentioned?
Yeah, small V.
A small V. Don't over-rotate.
Here?
Don't over-rotate.
Okay.
Either way. So when I'm going here, I don't want to over-rotate. What happens when I over-rotate? The knees can turn, you're not careful. So we talked about keeping a narrow V. You want that in the form, you also want it to push hands. You push hands, what happens when you overturn? You're in trouble. Because now when you're pushing hands, you overturn, now you feel like you're on a tightrope. So just like the walk, small V, come back. Come up, small V, go forward. Everything is a small V. This way you limit from twisting. Yeah. Well, I said one other thing. Anybody remember? Allow the energy to do the movement. Don't do it physically. If you do it physically, now the whole body becomes physical, and you're more likely to move it. So whenever I deliver out, I let the energy go, and I feel the energy sink. It's empty. It's just energy keeps going down. And when I come up, it's just the energy that's guiding it. The energy delivering out. So this way it doesn't become a physical action. Okay? And the more you feel the energy, the more it becomes the energy guides the movement as opposed to physically doing it. So those are the 4 things that we talk about just to be more cautious and mindful of the community.
Who's that guy? Peter from
Peter.
Taiwan?
Yeah, Peter from Taiwan for
what was
Soulful
that?
Energy. He talked something about toes,
Mhm.
like the toes and how you go on one side. I didn't hear it too clearly, but
Mhm.
when I see him next time when I go back to Taiwan, I'll ask him.
Mhm.
Yeah, he mentioned something about the toes and how you-
Alignment, right?
To line up the knee with the
Oh, the
second
toes.
toes. And
Yeah. But even he made a comment that a lot of people at that school have knee problems. And a couple of them that I was working with were also telling me that they have knee problems too. Because they do a couple of drills that is kind of signature to that school. And what they're doing, they're crossing knees all over, crossing a lot. They do that drill, they do it all the time. And then as a result, what they're doing, they're stressing the knees. But anyway, that's, everybody does it a little different.